Good morning, students. Let's see today a topic which is being considered as the interaction of gene, which is going to come under the multiple allelism. So, the word as a interaction of gene refers the expression of one gene depends on the presence or absence of another gene in an individual. So here you can observe, just I have written here the two pairs of genes. Suppose the A character, the A gene has to be expressed completely means it always depends on the presence or absence of this another B character. Clear? So that is been considered here where we are going to tell the presence or absence of another gene depends its expression. It is important that many genes may affect a single character. So here there are a number of genes which is being present on different loci. So many genes are there where it can control one character. Likewise, many chromosomes consist of many genes on different loci that can also control or affect a single character. To explain about that, let's take the example of the comb shape in the poultry birds. Sometimes two or more pairs of genes may affect the same trait in different ways. So what are those different ways? What are the different types of the combs which is going to arise? That we are going to see later. So that the ultimate phenotype depends on the interaction of these factors. According to Bateson and Punnett, the scientist, there are three types of the combs in chickens. That includes the rose comb, which is the dominant gene, and it is being represented as capital R, small p, small p. So here you can observe there are two pairs of genes are present. The P comb, which is also dominant, and it is being represented as capital P, small r. And there is a single recessive one which is called as a single comb, that is small r, small p and small p. You can observe here these are the different combs which is being present. The rose comb. So in the chickens or we can observe the poultry birds, we can observe the rose comb is this in this particular pattern. And P comb, it is in this particular pattern. And this is with the recessive gene which is a single comb where you can observe here. And this is a walnut comb where the walnut comb is the intermediate comb which is being arised. In the previously we told that it arises in different ways. And in that particular different ways, we can see how it is going to be arised. Whether it is going to be the dominant gene or whether it is a recessive gene or whether it is an intermediate gene. The comb shape is being controlled by two pairs of alleles. Already we have seen here. It is as it is being represented as capital R, small p, capital P, small r or small r, small p. So this is the two pairs of alleles which is going to control. Now let us take the cross and we are going to see how the walnut or the intermediate comb is going to arise. When we cross two dominant genes present in two different parents, controlling same character. So rose comb is with one parent and the P comb is with another parent. So these are the two different parents what we are taking now. When we see in F1 generation that it produces a new phenotype. So what is that phenotype? It is the walnut comb which is being arised. So you can see here the schematic representation that we have taken the parental one, the rose comb and the P comb of two different parents, the genotype, the capital R, small p, capital P, small r. The gametes, we are going to represent it as capital R and small p because these two are considered as a homozygous conditions. The same thing here, which is going to arise in P cum, the capital P and small r. When we are going to cross these two, in F1, we are going to get capital R, capital P, small p, which is called as a new phenotype or a new hybrid, and that is being named as the walnut comb. So this is the shape of the walnut comb, how it is going to arise. Which is produced as a result of combining two dominant alleles, capital R and P together. So this is the capital R and the capital P, what you can observe. Next, continue. Interbreeding of the F1 hybrid produced 4 types of the combs. So here already we have taken the presence of the F1 hybrid. So when you are going to interbreed among these two, we are going to get with the 4 different types of the gametes. So when these 4 different types of the gametes, when it is being plotted on a Punnett square, we are going to get the result in the 4 different types of the phenotypes in a ratio of 9:3:3:1, which is same ratio which is going to arise in the Mendelian genetics, that is in the dihybrid cross. When we are going to cross, we are going to get with the walnut comb. WC refers for walnut comb. R.C represent with the rose comb. P.C represent with the pea comb, and S.C represent with the single comb, which is been in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. So this is what here it has been represented. The final analysis is what? The analysis of F2 results indicates that the presence of 2 dominant genes, capital R and P, results in walnut comb, and the double recessive genotype small r, small p, produces single comb. Rose comb develops when dominant gene for rose comb is present, that is capital R, small p, and the dominant gene for P comb is absent. So since it is the recessive, it cannot be expressed. So in the first we saw that we told that the expression is going to depend on the presence or absence of a gene. So here since the P comb is been absent or recessive form, you are going to consider it as a rose comb. Likewise, if the rose comb has to be developed, means the P comb has to be developed, means the rose comb should be recessive. Otherwise, it cannot express it.